Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we've got something new for you guys, and Bill is going to explain it.
So today we have came up, well not today, but a few days ago we came up with the idea that we will be doing Talk About Tuesday, which is where we talk about different controversial things on a Tuesday. And today is the first time that we're doing it. And I'm going to be asking Gabe a question this week, then next week he's going to be asking me the question. So Gabe, here is your question. Do you think that animal abuse is right? Like, horses can be donkeys, dogs, literally any animal.
I mean, I don't think animal abuse is right. If an animal has a purpose and it fulfills it, but they're doing something, but it's something for humans, I think it's fine. But if you start beating something, then that's when it gets to levels that it shouldn't be on. I mean, for when, like, I don't know, for when, like, horses and donkeys pull carriages and full of stuff, I don't think it's wrong. I just think that, you know, they're just fulfilling a purpose, and I mean, the only thing they're gonna do, like, other than that is just sit there, eat and breed. So, I mean, it's not, I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, but I don't believe in animal cruelty. No.
I mean, you don't believe it's right?
I mean, no one believes that you should be able to beat your dog or something. I don't know. It depends. Some people will believe it's a, I don't know, not believe in, like, animals being, like, being cruel to, but, like, when, yeah, not believing when animals are being cruel to, but believing that they can fulfill a purpose, I suppose. Because, I mean, we all have a purpose, and just like, you know, like, a lot of the animals' purposes are probably ones that are quite similar to ours in just a different way. So I think, in a way, animal cruelty is not, I don't really know how you can explain it.
It's not good, but it is good at the same time, because it's okay, but it's not okay.
No, because
it really just depends on how you do it, really.
No, I don't think animal cruelty should be a thing. It's just the fact that, like, I don't know, like, you can say that maybe, you know, beating dogs is wrong, which it probably is, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, so it's like, if people believe that, you know, a horse pulling a carriage is wrong. I mean, unless you're doing it all the time and it's just, like, it never gets a rest or water or food, then it's wrong. But when you just, yeah, when, you know, to put it into context, when you, when you're driving the wheels off it, or instead of that, walking the legs off it. But I mean, except for that, I think animal cruelty is not right. It's just to put it into simple context, there's a difference between animal cruelty and then fulfilling the purpose, and I think that animal cruelty is 100% wrong. But, you know, then fulfilling the purpose is 100% right, and as long as it's done properly. What do you think about it anyway?
I mean, it depends on, like, what words you put it into. Like, I agree with you, what you're saying there. Because there's really two ways to, like, truly look at it. It's either just them doing what makes them useful, or it's just nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I know this is probably all we do, but it's like, Yeah, and that's probably all we do, but like it's in a different perspective when an animal does it. All animals do is sit there, breathe, and eat food. We probably do the same, but obviously everything for every different type of animal is in a different context. You know, a dog doesn't pull a carriage. It pulls. If it pulls anything, it's going to be like a sled in snowy Canada or something, but. Which, you know, which I think is completely fine, because, you know, they're a breed that was bred to do that. It's like, you know, if something's bred to do that, you know, humans are bred to do something. Yeah.
We don't really know what that is. I mean,
we do a purpose though, like.
Oh my! Could they say? But they know exactly where to be every time.
I mean, I think that to some extent, there's a massive difference between fulfilling a purpose and not. Yeah, there's a massive difference between fulfilling a purpose and doing it to extents that, you know, should not be took out. Like, there's a difference between fulfilling a purpose every now and then to doing it all the time, all hours of the day, you know, and they hardly get fed or, you know, given water. For me, the talking point isn't that big. For me, it's just a simple thing of there's 2 points and there's whichever point you agree with. Alright, so, you know, we've covered most of the points that we can on that sort of topic, and now I'm going to ask Bill a question that he doesn't know. So, Bill, I'd like to know, what do you think about vegan diets and the environment?
I mean, vegan diets are okay, but when you really think about it, it doesn't have the particular things that you've got to eat. You know what I mean? It doesn't have protein in it, which you need. I mean, I'm not like a top person when it comes to like knowing everything about different types of food. But you do get what I mean, because in some ways it's right, because, you know, you're helping the environment, but in some ways it's wrong, because you're basically, like, starving some of the things that you need, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, no, but, like, you don't need to eat chicken or pork or beef to have protein. Like, for example, nuts have literally like nuts are like so vegan. They have no milk, no cheese, no meat at all, and they have protein in them. It's like a lot of stuff has protein in them when you don't really think about it. The only things you think of having protein in them are, yeah, simple stuff like chicken or something. They don't.
It's more stuff that's eaten daily than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I also think, like, as well, it is hard to be vegan, but I think as well with the environment, I mean, vegan, whenever it is, it will happen eventually. It's just when it happens and how it happens.
You have to get used to it. The only thing that I'm asking though is, you know how nuts have protein? What if you're allergic to nuts and you want to be vegan?
You know, it's not just nuts
that.
It's just that nuts don't just have protein. A lot of stuff has protein in it. I just don't know all of them.
But what if there was no like protein left in the world, let's say, and you're allergic to every type of fruit, vegetable, whatever it was, that had protein in it?
I'm not really sure. I mean,
wouldn't you just die or suffer
you don't
a
need
few consequences?
Oh, you hit me. But yeah, you don't need to have like you don't need to have protein in your diet. Like, I mean, protein is perfectly fine to have. I mean, it's preferably like, I mean, a lot of white meat's okay, but like red meat is often quite bad for you. Like pork. I mean, pork isn't as bad for you as beef. Beef's one of the worst. But no protein wouldn't be bad for you. I mean, you only need. It's not like you'd be a stick, because fats do the job of, you know, giving you a belly. And carbs do the job of filling you up. Protein, you only need protein for when you need to be a huge muscular bodybuilder. But even then, like, I mean, a lot of huge bodybuilders use steroids, so.
I don't even know what steroid is.
It's just a thing that makes your muscles bigger, like different. Obviously, there's different types of steroids.
Is it a type of drug?
Yeah, they are drugs.
Is it illegal or is it actually legal?
I mean, you can't deal them, but if you bought them off a pharmacy, just to get big muscles, it'd be completely fine. I think it's something like the past couple, like in a century, the past times it's been set to rise by like 2 degrees, and in the next century, so from 2000 to 2100, it's set to rise 6 degrees, which is 3 times the amount. I mean, like 6 degrees doesn't even sound a lot, but like it is. It's gone from going to be, say, 20 degrees in the summer to 26 being often. Sometimes it gets to, you know, but sometimes it gets to, sometimes the temperature gets to, 27, like 28 here. So like that being raised by 6 degrees to being 34. Also, like everything in the polar section of the world would just melt. Like if it, yeah, like everything would just be destroyed. And like I think it's something like if we carry on till if we carry on like this and don't make big enough changes, by 2070 by 2070, if we're not set to make big enough changes, there could be forest fires in pretty much everywhere except the poles.
But the poles won't exist by then.
No, they won't. No, they'll exist as like a place on the map. They won't be deleted from the globe, but like they'll just be like, they won't be polars. Like there'll be no ice. It'll be like more like a cool sea.
Poor penguins.
I mean,
Imagine
there's a
if
difference.
Penguins adapt to live in hot countries.
Some penguins live in hot countries. There's a penguin that lives in Africa, mate. He lives in the hot. He just lives on Africa's beaches. That's just its normal thing. There we go. Yes, for some people, like things, it's their normal thing. Like there's different types of, you know, you think penguins are being cold, but they're actually not. You know, they can live in warmth. And I mean, the thing is, the way Antarctica is, it would change a lot, but like Antarctica would become more like the North Pole. Like it wouldn't be like it because like in the North Pole, like there is avalanches, but it's more just like it's just. Whereas in like there's not a lot, but whereas like in the South Pole, like there's pretty much snow blizzards like all the time. Yeah, so I mean the temperatures are going to rise a lot, but you know, hopefully by then we would have done something about it.
Hopefully. So that marked the end of our video.
I think it might. So, I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. And
I've enjoyed it also.
I also think that, you know, maybe if you want us to provide us with more talking points, because this video wasn't as long as we intended it to be, because we thought we could talk about it for a long time, but if you do intend on making these videos longer, please drop loads and loads of ideas down in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Gabe, and this has been Bill.
Hello.
Bye!